All right, welcome back. It's time to come home now and talk about the most prestigious cup competition in Nigeria. So glamorous. A lot of people are hoping that the glory days will return for that competition. But for us here, we'll make do with what we have now. It's not, a lot of people feel that, it's not been properly packaged in a way that will bring the fans to the stadiums. But we enjoy what we have for now, especially for us Lagos fans who love to have football. So let's start, 4 centers across the country. Football will be played. Let's quickly give that to you now. You're going to see it on your screen. At the Lagos Center has been explosive. You have a team scoring 5 goals in one of the matches. Okay, what we have on screen is the Nigeria National League. So I guess we start from there anyway. All right, so we get back to the AITEO Cup later, but let's take out the little matter of the Nigeria National League. Let's start with that. All right, what you have on screen, Division A1. I'll run through the matches quickly, and Kayode, you give me your thoughts. Division A1, Sokoto United take on Real Stars of Kaduna. Gombe United take on FC Zamfara. You have Giordano will be taking on Jigawa Golden Stars. You have Malum Fashi taking on EFCC. Trust me, nobody's going to be arrested in that one. All right, your thoughts quickly, Kayode.
Well, basically, I want to see the top 2 teams from the Division A, because we also have Division B. I want to see what it will amount to when they eventually gain promotion to the NPFL, as well as what we would see in the South, because there are key games in Division B. Warri Wolves taking on AITEO, more like a South-South derby.
All right.
And in the Southwest, we have Crown FC locking arms with Osun United.
All right.
So I'm looking forward
to all of that,
as well as Bendel Insurance, Aqua, and Starlet.
Okay, let's go to Division B2 as well. It's interesting, like I just said, the quest to get into the top flights, and knowing that automatically if you get to the top flight, at least for one season, you remain there based on the new arrangement.
Knowing that you will have 24 teams.
24
teams, average version next season.
Okay, so let's see Division A2. That's interesting. You have ABS taking on Kogi United. You have Kaduna United taking on Aklosendi. You have FC Taraba. I can't understand why they're still there, but who am I? Okay, Mighty Jets. FC Taraba will take on Mighty Jets. Kada City will take on Road Safety. Quickly, your thoughts on this one. FC Taraba, I don't understand. I thought if you flout the rules...
Well, I don't understand too.
So I don't understand.
I don't understand, but apparently they are still in the mix.
I'm waiting for a superior argument. If a team does not want to play football, you just let them go.
Well, FC Taraba, Mighty Jets, 2 teams from North Central region of the country. But apparently they are still campaigners in the NNL, and Mighty Jets, for those who be following the league yesteryears, will know their pedigree. It's a team that I think, if they get their acts right, can just maybe pull their weight to make it to the NPFL, but remains to be seen how they cope against FC Taraba today. Okay,
so I guess we just leave it at that for the Nigeria National League. Kayode has already talked about some of the things that will happen in B1. Warri Wolves, Julius AITEO, Bendel Insurance. That group is very, very, very tough. A lot of people trying to get back into the top flight. Okay, let's go to where I was talking about earlier, talking about the AITEO Cup, where teams, 16 teams for the guys, slugging it out for a chance to be on the continent. We're going to see what's going to happen. The defending champions still there. They started well. How far can they go? So let's talk about today's fixtures. Kayode, I don't know, maybe we should start with Lagos. Let's see what we have on screen. Okay, we're starting with Lagos. Kano Pillars, Abia Warriors, Rivers United, Kwara United. Some people have said no matter what happens, Kano Pillars and Rivers will get out of this group. But Rivers need to show how good they are by winning today, or else it's over before it starts.
And on the grounds of a convincing win against Abia Warriors, talking about Kwara United, who won 5 goals to 1, they'll be on their eye. And if Rivers United are not careful, they might just get booted out should they lose today against Kwara United, who will give them 6 points. Kano Pillars, in my opinion, look like the side that will top this group. Abia Warriors are not getting it right. On their way to Lagos, they had a scare of armed robbery attack. They got to Lagos, didn't settle well going into the game against and Kwara United, and they lost by 5 goals to 1. The result shows. I hope they've been able to sort it out and concentrate fully going into this game against Kano Pillars. But you can't look beyond, say, Sugida, as the Kano team are called. To
Rivers.
For Rivers United, they need to win. Their coach Stanley Eguma said they need to get back to winning ways.
Demanding an improved performance.
If they can't get that today, it might just be Kano Pillars and Kwara United surprising us to make it to the last 8.
All right, so Lagos fans, there you have it. An opportunity to see Junior Lokosa, Rabiu Ali, all the top players that you've read about. So you can truly see how good they are. Alebioshu, the guy that scored a hat-trick, a stunner of a free kick. Was it a fluke? Is he really good? I mean, just go to the Agege Stadium and find out for yourself. And when you do, let us know. Let us know. When you find out how good these guys are, let us know. Okay, so pictures from day one at the Agege Stadium, Kano Pillars in their traditional outfit in yellow, and Rivers United, of course, right there. Okay, so let's talk about the other groups. Let's do that quickly. That's it. Coyote. Let's talk about this one. Sunshine Stars, El Kanemi. These teams will be based in Kano. They're playing in Kano. Sunshine Stars, El Kanemi, Supreme Court, and Flying Antelopes, Enugu Rangers.
The thing about cup games, now AITEO Cup, is the element of surprise.
Yeah.
We've seen that
predicted
again and again. And Supreme Court FC, campaigners in the National League, might just surprise the Enugu Rangers.
Okay.
If they are not careful. And in the game between Sunshine Stars and El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri, it could go either way. The pendulum could swing either way. So the group is still quite open in Kano.
Okay, so let's also take a look at one of the other groups. I mean, these are some of the pictures from the games played earlier. All right, let's see what we have in Group A, where you have Kogi United taking on Aqua United. You have Nasarawa United taking on Wiki Torres. For Aqua United, I think we must give kudos to the management. Receiving a lot of support from the governor, and they seem to have packaged themselves well. Whether or not they'll be able to get back on the continent is another thing entirely.
Well, for Aqua United as the defending champions, they look like the favorites in this group. Locking arms with Kogi United, who last season in the AITEO Cup were suspended.
Yeah, a lot of people are still asking questions.
We're still asking questions and yet to get answers from the organizers. But interesting, this is Nigeria. They played against them, Aqua United, defending champions, who won it last year in Lagos.
This group is based in Aba?
It's in Aba at the Enyimba International Stadium. Aqua United, the pick of the bunch for me. While the one between Nasarawa United and Wiki Torres could just go either way.
All right. Okay, so that's it. That's our preview of the AITEO Cup. Do yourself a favor if you're in and around any of these venues. Do your best to enjoy the best of Nigerian football and, you know, get a glimpse of these matches. All right, Kade, let's travel abroad now and talk about the EPL Cup. And we'll give you a confirmation of the results. It's going to come up on your screen shortly. But then I'll start you off talking about Manchester United. Well, don't let me ask you if the alarm bells are ringing. They've been ringing since. But then, is it enough? Is it enough to say they're in a crisis? Is it enough?
Well, they're getting there if they would say they're not in crisis. But personally, I think they are. Yes, they won back-to-back games in the Premier League.
Okay, also, these are Wednesday's fixtures.
Liverpool, Chelsea.
Okay, but maybe we just make do with the results, then get back to this. Manchester United, after playing a 2-2, playing 2-2 with Derby County, then lost it via penalty. And you want to say, it's a cruel way to lose a game, but then I remember you said they should be beating Derby.
Yes, they were a man down. Sergio Romero, the goalkeeper, got red carded, so they had to sub Juan Mata to bring in Grant, another goalkeeper. So towards the end of the second half, they were a man down. But Manchester United, on paper, should be beating Derby County convincingly. A Chelsea, a Liverpool, or even a Manchester City wouldn't catch Derby County and not wipe them silly. Man United, they've been struggling. That fear factor has been lost over the years. Okay. So team fancy their chances against them. We saw the struggle against the Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League last weekend, even though they went on a course of victories. But that lack of consistency has been their bane. The players need to apply themselves more, and the coach as well needs to come up with more tricks.
So you take a look at the other results, similar score lines. Crystal Palace defeating West Brom. Manchester City did what we expected, 3-goal victory. Leicester, 3-1 victory via penalty. And Bournemouth defeated Blackburn. So that's it. I don't think there's any surprise. But before we talk about the fixtures, Jose Mourinho and Paul Pogba again. And story now is, look, Paul is not going to captain. Pogba is not going to captain Manchester United again. You want to tell us what you feel is the thinking behind all of this? Are they pressing the panic button? What is really happening? Or like some would say, it's people that have nothing to do with the club that is making a meal out of all of these things.
Well, the two men in this scenario have egos as large as the Atlantic Ocean.
That's true.
And right about now, one has to bow to the other. And in this case, Paul Pogba being the player needs to say less. Because you making innuendos or assertions about your coach's statement cast aspersion on the coach.
Especially when the coach defends you all the time.
When the coach defends you every now and then. Yes, the coach said the players didn't apply themselves in their last match in the Premier League against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Rightly so. The players didn't do quite well, and the coach was frustrated. If you have issues with that, why not address it internally in the locker room? Do not come out and start saying stuff, because at the end of the day, when the management wants to wade into this issue, they will side the coach. You are the player. You need to bow to the dictates of the coach. You might not be happy about his application every now and then, but sort it out internally and not come out every now and then. Little Wonder Maria has said, Pogba will no longer captain the side.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Jose is in charge. So, of course, at the end of the day, if the results do not, if they don't get the results, it's going to get a big stick. Okay, let's take a look at the fixtures. It flashed on your screen a while ago. Let's take a look at it. All right, so Arsenal will take on Brentford. You have Liverpool taking on Chelsea. That's in the English football league. You also have Tottenham taking on Watford. West Ham taking on Macclesfield Town. These are the fixtures. So let's quickly talk about something interesting. Isco of Spain is going to be out for a while at a successful surgery. How big of a miss is it going to be ahead of crucial games for Real Madrid?
Well, Real Madrid will sorely miss him. He's been a spark in the middle of the park, and he's been compared to some great midfielders. I think it's still work in progress, but it's very crucial. A pivotal role has been playing in the team in the past 2 seasons. Last season, especially under Zinedine Zidane, now with Julian Lopetegui. They will cope, but that vacuum will be felt. Right about now that they are on top and Barcelona dropping points, they might just capitalize on that to coast on victory. But his absence will be felt some way, but they will cope.
Okay. All right. Let's quickly. We have a lot to say about Germany. Let's leave Spain and go to Germany. Let's quickly talk about Germany in the Bundesliga. And your matches played. You have Bayern playing a draw with Augsburg, and you have Werder Bremen defeating Hertha Berlin. I mean, for Bayern, it was a struggle. They were almost losing this one. Thanks to Felix Gotze, got them a goal late in the game.
Well, their fortress, the Allianz Arena, really it came as a surprise that. They struggled against Augsburg. On paper, you would have said it would be 3-0, 4-0, 6-0 victory against the opponent. But these things do happen in football. Sometimes you have bad days in the office, and you go back to the drawing board and re-strategize. And the coach, who was with Eintracht Frankfurt last season, did well, and now a former player of Bayern Munich. They've been doing well lately, and they look like the favorites to win the league again. Personally, I think it's just a blip. They'll bounce back and definitely coast on to win another title come May next year, because I really don't see any other team to give them a run for their money thus far.
Okay, so we're going to go on a break now. When we return, I'll still have 1 or 2 things to say about Germany, and of course, we'll take a look at the papers. Join us again.